Albania's capital actually has a place called Taiwan Center.
Yeah.
Which is probably nothing to do with Taiwan.
It has nothing at all. It's a restaurant and a casino.
Yeah, but actually there was a rumor saying like right after you had a bad relationship with China, you built the Taiwan Center.
If we did that, that's a boss move.
Taiwan has the second highest concentration of convenience stores in the world.
Who has it first?
Korea, probably.
North or south?
Hello guys, welcome to JustAsk YouTube channel. This is Phil. I've been staying in Albania for like a couple weeks already, and I've kind of made some observations about Albanian culture. At the same time, I got a lot of questions from my audience and also my friends. So today, I'm so ecstatic to invite one of my best friends in Albania to join the video to answer all of the questions for you. That's welcome. Want to introduce yourself a little bit?
No.
This is Arti.
Hey, I'm from Albania, born and raised, 26 years here. I'm gonna try to answer his questions. Let's see.
So you guys may not be familiar with Albania, but...
Same.
Are you serious? Albania has a celebrity that you all surely know. Who is she?
Dua Lipa.
Who is she?
Singer.
It's been a nip and tuck battle.
Mother Teresa?
Yeah, right!
It's not the same level.
Mother Teresa is actually Albanian. I was kind of surprised when I knew it.
We even have an airport.
Named after Mother Teresa.
Yeah. Mother Teresa Airport.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The more you know.
So before we begin, let me provide a brief introduction of Albania for all of you. Albania is a country located in southeastern part of Europe on the southwestern Balkan Peninsula. It has a population of approximately 2.8 million people, with the capital city, Tirana, being one of the largest and most populous cities in the country. The official currency in Albania is a lek, abbreviated as ALL, which is
Albanian lek. AL from Albania and the other L from lek, which literally translates to money.
Oh, and here's a fun fact for our Taiwanese audience. Albania's capital actually has a place called Taiwan Center.
Yeah, it's a restaurant and a casino.
Yeah.
It's like a tower and it just spins, the top part of it spins. Yeah.
There's no like Taiwanese cuisine there. I kind
Not
of
at all.
Googled it. But actually there was a rumor talking about this, saying like right after you had a bad relationship with China, you built the Taiwan Center. I mean, that's a rumor.
If we did that, that's a boss move. I hope it's true at this point.
Okay, so the QA session today, I also kind of want to do some comparison. So if something came into my mind, then I'll just try to point it out, and then probably I can just explain a little bit about what Taiwan is like, or what's a difference or a similarity between Taiwan and Albania.
We know you love talking about Taiwan. I've felt that for the past 3 weeks.
Nice.
So now I'm gonna start with some of my observations. The first thing is I kind of noticed that when I talked to your mom actually would shake her head to show yes.
Yeah.
After noticing that, I kind of Googled it and I found out that Albania have a different head gesture. Usually people would say like, this is yes and this is no. But Albanian people, the opposite.
I mean, we kind of have just our own thing going. So this can mean yes, this can mean I'm totally listening to you. This can mean no, like with friends, for example, like you would go like, yeah.
Wouldn't that make people kind of confused?
Other people, yeah, but we got our own thing going on.
Yeah, that's
we're
just
weird
Albanian
like
culture. And there's a thing that I love the most about Albania is we got tons of coffee shops.
Oh yeah.
Every 5 to 10 steps, you got one coffee shop. I tried to search about this, and then they mentioned about actually in 2016, Albania was ranked as like the highest density of coffee shops in the world.
Damn, that's
Sick. That's sick. I mean,
in the world.
yeah.
I mean, makes sense. As a culture, we do like to stay in coffee shops for hours and hours a day. We do tend to do that.
I asked like your friend today, and she told me she went to coffee shop like every day.
Yeah, twice a day.
Yeah, twice a day or even more. And tell my audience like what you like to order in the coffee shop.
Espressos? We don't do the whole Americano thing. That's just water coffee. That's disgusting.
That also surprised me a lot because like in Taiwan, I've never seen anyone, like not even one person like ordering espresso. Like we love to order
Weak.
we love to order Americano or like latte. Probably most of the time people just order latte.
Yeah, latte just has too much milk.
And also like 1 cup of espresso only costs less than €1.
Yeah.
Which is super good.
In all of
I love
Europe,
that.
I think we might have some of the cheapest coffee.
Ah.
For some reason, coffee everywhere else in Europe is just expensive. I mean,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
in
yeah.
Italy probably, and Greece, and like places in Balkans, but EU countries, crazy expensive.
So there is a similarity between your coffee shop and our convenience stores, which is like we also have like convenience store in Taiwan like every 5 to 10 steps. Do you know about that?
I mean, I don't know too much about that in Taiwan.
Taiwan has the second highest concentration of convenience stores in the world.
Who has the first?
Korea probably. Or
North or
7-Eleven.
South Korea?
What?
North or South Korea?
What do you think? A little bit different from like other 7-Elevens in other countries. Our 7-Eleven and also McDonald's are actually 24/7.
Damn, you eat McDonald's?
A lot.
You can get McDonald's at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Why?
Why not?
It's disgusting. Like McDonald's in itself is disgusting.
Why?
It's cheap food.
McDonald's is not the best, but it's actually super convenient for you to like have some fast food, especially when you're like so hungry or hangry when you're at night.
We have much better fast foods, which is technically stolen from Greek and Turkish, but we adapted it ourselves, so now we call it ours. And we're not taking it back.
And also our 7-Eleven is not just for like selling food. It's kind of famous for their other services as well.
Nani?
You can do probably everything in the 7-Eleven in Taiwan. You can like receive parcels, pay the bills, and you can buy tickets for concert or like public transportations.
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
And you can do laundry.
I had no clue about that. That I would never guess.
Also, you can do print and faxing service.
So you have Xerox?
Yeah.
No.
You can definitely like withdraw money from like 7-Eleven. Like,
You have ATMs in
yeah,
there?
every 7-Eleven or every convenience store, there will be an ATM in it. And there's one time that I even saw television being sold in 7-Eleven.
Your
There are, like
7-Elevens
so
are
many
just on
things.
crack.
And then also because we have like high quality of seats in 7-Eleven, so
What do you mean
people
seats?
just like table and seats.
Like,
Yeah. So like
how big are your 7-Elevens?
Oh, it could be really big.
Really big.
Some people would just take it as a restaurant or like a coffee shop to like just stay there and then spend a lot of time like learning or working. Yeah. So sometimes it could be like one floor is for just tables and seats.
That's not a thing.
It's
That
just
just
pretty
can't
similar.
exist.
You want to grab a bite, so you go to 7-Eleven, they have a lot of amazing foods and then you can just have them there.
If you want food at 4 a.m., you just go to sleep. You guys grew up way too rich.
The following questions, I divided them into different topics, so that would be just easier to answer them. So the first part is about dietary habits. What are the typical meal times in Albania? Is there a specific schedule for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
No.
You know the reason why I asked this?
Why?
Because I was kind of astonished when I got here.
I figured. Usually we eat at 9, but my family eats even later, so we eat at 10 most of the times. I've eaten at 2 a.m., so that's a thing. But
It's kind of late night dinner.
yeah, it's just dinner because I haven't eaten normal dinner.
Yeah,
After 9:30, it's more normal, more common.
and sometimes I got like my dinner here after 11 or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Because like you know what time Taiwanese people have dinner?
8.
Usually it will be 6 to 7.
That's like 10 more hours before you go to sleep.
What? 10?
That's like, okay, 10 is exaggeration, but like when you go to sleep,
12. Or,
that's 6 hours.
yeah, because there's a thing. A lot of people say like, shouldn't have food 4 hours before you go to sleep. I don't know what they came from, but yeah, that's just a thing in Taiwan. So
That's not a thing.
so some people actually have dinner at 5. And
That's
could be-
lunchtime.
I'm gonna take a guess when we have lunch.
I mean, by this time, I don't know, 10 a.m.?
Oh wait, 11 to 12.
Were you being serious?
Yeah.
That's insane.
People sometimes have food from 12 to 1 as well, but like most of the time it would be just around 11. You guys kind of have lunch after 3 or 4 sometimes? Or 2 to 4.
2 is more normal. Or if you're working like an, like an 8 to 3, 8 to 4 type of work.
Yeah.
Then you eat lunch at 4 after you come back from work.
You don't have a lunch break.
No. In banks, they do. So when my mom used to work in a bank, she would have a lunch break at around 12 to 1, something like that. But yeah, other jobs don't really do lunch breaks. We just do our job and then go home.
Oh. So what are the staple foods in Albania? Like bread?
We do eat a lot of bread. It's even become kind of a joke that we eat bread with rice and with pasta. Some people actually do. We have good bread, honestly. So yeah. And we do make salad, which are you gonna show them in your vlogs? Like,
Probably, yeah.
yeah, he might show you if he feels like it. Boom, roasted. But like our most traditional foods is like beans. Technically, it's more foods that we took from Turkish people because, as some of you know, Albania was invaded by the Turks for about 500 years. So yeah, that explains a lot of our culture. We were kind of forced to become just like them. But to be fair, Turkish people and Albanian people go really well now.
Oh, okay.
Like, I've met a lot of Turkish people in my travels, and I've become really good friends with them. Also, like, very, very similar culture, very welcoming people, so I like them. And we have stuff called börek, which you've tried, and you liked it. The Turkish people will know, if there are any Turkish viewers. We have beans, beans and rice and yogurt. Chicken is very popular. We eat pork a lot. And fun fact, we're supposed to be a Muslim country.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna ask.
God damn it. We eat pork a lot.
And you also drink, actually. A lot.
Not a lot,
but, like,
but we drink.
Do you enjoy soup?
We have to, because otherwise our diet is going to be very unhealthy. But even our soups are kind of unhealthy because we use more fat than we should.
But your soup is always like having rice in it, right?
Rice or chopped up pieces of pasta, like small pasta.
Oh yeah, I tried today, right?
Yeah, you had that today.
So yeah, I mean that's kind of different from like our soups in Taiwan. If you cook the rice with water, usually we call it congee. It's kind of another thing, yeah. And then our soup usually would be just made of vegetables, like a bunch of vegetables, and sometimes you have meat in it. Like drinking soup with vegetables is a common practice in Taiwan. So we usually have soup like every meal. It's really
Even in the morning?
no. Probably not, yeah. Probably just lunch and dinner.
So it's not every meal.
So yes. So as you mentioned that you don't have McDonald's and 7-Eleven.
No.
And at the same time you don't have Starbucks.
No, and I hate Starbucks.
Oh, wow.
I've tried it in Spain, and in Turkey, and in Italy, and in Poland, and in Romania. It just sucks.
Chinese people love Starbucks a lot.
Yeah, because you guys don't like coffee. You just like water flavored coffee. That's it. That's all that Americano is. It's just water with a little bit of coffee flavor.
So what are some of the international fast food chains in Albania?
We don't have international fast food chains. It's just...
You have KFC.
We do have KFC. We have probably a Burger King.
Oh, okay.
I think one Pizza Hut, but that's in Tirana. And then
We have
most
a lot
of
of
them...
Pizza Huts.
What?
We have a lot of Pizza Huts.
Is it any good?
Yeah.
I tried to do Little Caesars once. Like, you guys can't make pizza like in Italy. It's literally the house of pizza.
I'll say it's just like food comes to different countries, they will just like change a little bit to become the taste for local people.
You mean that restaurants are changing their recipes to make it more acceptable to natives?
Yeah, like Italian authentic pizza is definitely good, but I also love Taiwanese pizza. You know, we actually sometimes we put like a lot of weird stuff on it. There's
I am
like
not surprised.
There's one time there's a pizza flavor being launched called like boba tea pizza. And they just like
That's
pearls on
disgusting.
it. Yeah, that one is kind of disgusting.
I mean, I've tried pineapple pizza.
Nope.
Spoiler alert, it's actually good.
Yeah.
I might get hate for this, but yo, it's good. Even Italian people have admitted to it. They've said it's good. Well, some Italian people.
Okay. Next question. What is the cost of dining out in Albania?
You mean in restaurants or fast foods? Because fast
Both.
foods is usually like, depending on where you go, it's like $2 per person. And then if you get a drink, it maybe go up.
$2, you mean?
US dollars, yeah.
Oh, US,
Our
okay.
currency is pretty close to US dollars, almost 1 by 1. If you go to a pizza place, it's gonna be around $7 to $8 per person.
$7 for the pizza. It's actually the real big pizza, I'm gonna say.
That's normal sized.
Because if you have like that size in Taiwan, that would probably cost you about like $20 at least.
No, that's too much.
I mean, that's why like I mentioned about like Taiwanese pizza are super expensive.
I mean, we're doing one thing right. We got the pizza going for us.
So now we have education and worry questions. So the first one came from one of my cousins. should ask about like what are the typical school hours for students in Albania?
I know your guys' school hours, and it is horrible. And our school hours are great. It was always 8 a.m. to 1:10 p.m.
1:10?
1:10, yeah.
Oh.
So this was like 6 classes because we had 45-minute classes, 5-minute breaks.
Yeah.
After 3 classes, you would have 20-minute break, I think. It would be like 10:20 to 10:40. And then the next 3 classes, you would finish at 1:10. And if you had a 7th class, you would finish about 2 p.m. And that's it. You would always be home. Elementary school, you have junior high schools, but we call it like 9-year systems. And then we have high school, which is the same system. And university tries to do the same system because everybody just wants to get it out of the way. But it's like 1-hour lessons, and you might have like 1 lesson at 8 to 9 and 1 lesson like 11 to 12 or something. But mostly people try to get them out of the way before 3 p.m. because
Wow, that's so different.
Yeah.
You mentioned about we study a lot at school.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah,
and
we
I
do.
hate that about you guys. Like not just you.
Yeah, like we Asian people.
Asian people.
Yeah.
Like the amount of stress you put on young students, it is like I have no words. I am terrified. Actually, I've had 2 students, one 17 and one I don't remember. I think 15. Before the lesson, they messaged me. They said, "Hey, I can't make it today. I'm in the hospital. I had a panic attack because I was studying." That's the thing. That happened twice.
Wow,
They were both
that
Japanese.
honestly
so I don't know if
happened in
that changes.
Taiwan sometimes as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
you finish at like what 4 p.m., 6 p.m.
yeah.
That's insane.
No? Okay, I'm gonna show you this. It has been reported that Taiwanese students spend more hours at school than any other countries in the world, with an average of 9.5 hours at school, and this is not even counting the many additional hours they spend at cram schools, tutoring sessions, and other classes. So it could be just really from 6:30 to let's say 10:30 or something.
Like
PM.
6:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m.
Yeah,
That's insane.
yeah.
When do
that's
these
insane.
kids play?
When you're in elementary school, you got some time, but like after getting to like high school, you will definitely have no time to either play or explore yourself. So like that's why a lot of people really don't know what they want and go to college for no reason, and then kind of confused with their life after the whole 4 years in college.
Yeah, and that's sad.
So speaking of homeschool and tutoring sessions, do Albanian students often attend like supplementary classes after school?
Yeah, but we don't have anything like cram school. We finish at like 1 p.m. You might want to go to additional courses, but you have to find like private tutors or private teachers. It's usually 2 to 3 hours a week. That's it. So it's a
I'm
bit
so
later.
jealous.
You should be. That's the European system. That's how it should be.
Next question. How common is it for people in your region to pursue higher education, such as college or master's programs?
Here's like a statistic. When I started my bachelor's degree, we were 170 people in the classroom. When I finished, we were 50 people 3 years later.
So they drop out of
They
the
dropped out, they left the country, they got pregnant and just dipped.
That happens sometimes in Taiwan, but probably not that many.
Not that many, no. I mean, I'm pretty sure here it happens like way more than it actually should. And as a person who has spent the last 7 years, almost, in doing
Higher education.
higher education, thank you. I don't know words anymore. I would say that it's not for everyone. Like I want to be a teacher and or professor, so I will need as many diplomas as I have to. But yeah, like you're a web developer, you don't really need diplomas. You just need work experience to apply for a new job. So it's not.
Or it's still better to have a diploma.
Well, would you choose someone who has 5 years of work experience or someone who just fresh out of school and got a
Well,
diploma?
it really depends.
I feel like personally, I would get the guy with 5 years of experience because it's easier to train them.
Yeah,
So
yeah, sort of makes sense.
about 10 years ago, it was much more of a necessity to have a diploma. But these days, people are just kind of giving up on it. They don't really see a point. And you can see even professors are slowly getting less and less interested in teaching. Not insulting, but it feels like, why did I even come here?
The salaries and gender pay equality in Albania.
Like the government is trying to say the average wage is around US dollars or something. It's not. It's much cheaper.
Oh,
Wait, I have one add up. It is not normal to just...
Yeah, that's really a cultural difference.
Yeah, and he did that twice.
For Taiwanese people, it's definitely acceptable to
Probably.
get a fight.